Hey Gil, there's a challenge going on. Can you name all the NBA champions from the 1980s till now?
Somebody put a challenge and put the 80s in it. It has to be somebody from the 80s because no one cares. All right, 80, we got what? Magic, of course. And then after Magic, it went Bird, 81. Then Magic, 82. Then what broke up that little scuffle would have been Philadelphia. Then after Philadelphia would have been Bird again. We gotta turn my music down. Then after Bird, it would have been Lakers, Bird. I don't want to say Boston, just say Bird. And because that's all we were sold. We were sold Magic and Bird. So after Bird won his last one, because that's only trade for him, Magic was representing for us black folks, and he had to double back and win 2 in a row. And then while he won his 5th ring, them boys down up in Detroit decided they want to be the first ones to have their private jet. So they had a private jet for 2 years while the league was still doing commercials. So they won the last championship of the decade.
What?
Yeah. And then they started off the decade with a championship, right?
Yeah.
By the time that happened, the league was like, man, look, we done with y'all. So they started putting expansion teams in, fuck that all up. And then, yeah, your airness started, because that's when I started watching basketball, 91.
Okay.
And then that's when MJ won 1, 2, 3 in a row.
What?
Uh-huh. You know who beat him?
Who?
Nobody.
What?
Nobody. Yeah, because he went to baseball. See, he was so bored, he decided he wanted to play baseball on our dollar. So he went to baseball, and then Houston won. And then he came back. That's when my Orlando Magic whooped him in the playoffs, right? That's when Penny Hardaway whooped him and Shaq. And Houston won that one, so Houston went back to back. And then full MJ came back, because that was 45. Then 23 came back. And then they won 1, 2 Trey. Guess who beat them? Not a team, no.
What?
The general manager.
What?
Jerry Krause beat them. Said, no, we don't want y'all back. No, Zen Mask, get the fuck on.
What?
So the league decided they was gonna have a lockout. Yeah, baby, lockout, hold on. MJ's going again.
Uh-oh.
We need to regroup. And then while they was regrouping, then they had like a short season. That's when San Antonio got their ring. So they got the last ring of that decade.
Okay.
And then that's when your boy is repping.
Okay.
This is my year. I was in college, but Kobe is in town.
Right.
Yeah, this when I became like a Laker. I became a Laker fan in '96.
Okay.
But this is gonna be our first championship. Then we win 1, 2, Trey. Yeah, we won 3 in a row.
Okay.
You know what broke us up?
What?
Ego. Because at this point we're having like, we don't know whose team it is. Like, we know who team it is. It's Kobe's team, but Shaq don't. He ain't with that. So we had some problems that year. While we was in the middle of those problems, Duncan pulled one.
What?
Yeah, he got one.
Oh, man.
And then we had to regroup.
Right.
Yeah, it was like, okay, you know what? We're gonna go on and get the Avengers. So we went and gone and grabbed the mailman. At that point in time, he was about 40. So he was kind of like old. He was kind of like retired, but he was still the mailman. So we got him.
Okay.
We won and got the gloves. So we got GP. I noticed, because I was a part of this, not technically a part of this, but Brian Russell opted out of his Wizards deal, which gave me $65 million.
Hey.
Last laugh to him, because he came to Lakers and he didn't win, but I still got my money.
Hey.
And them boys in Detroit whooped they ass.
Right.
Whooped they ass. And then we decided to kick Shaq out. See, I got to go off of the Laker history.
Right.
You know, we kicked Shaq out, so he's down in Miami that first year. So during that first year there, Tim Duncan decided he wanted to pick on Baby Braun. So he beats on Baby Braun, sweep them. So the Spurs won that one. And then after the Spurs won that one, them boys down in Miami, yeah, they was partying they shit off. I don't know if it was
Miami culture.
No, it was no heat culture then. No. that was Shaq coach there. So they was strip clubbing and winning, whooping ass and taking names. So they won that one. And then Spurs won again that year. And when Spurs won the next year, Danny Ainge and McHale decided they wanted to collude, just my words, collude, because Boston themselves wasn't shit in the 90s nor the 2000s. So they had to, that buddy. And then Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen, and then they went over there and helped Paul Pierce get him a ring, because what he was doing down there wasn't winning.
What?
So Boston won that one. And then the end of that decade, Cole,
yes, sir.
most important ring. Cole,
Yes,
most important
sir.
ring. The one they said he wasn't going to win because he couldn't win it without Shaq. Won that one, 4th ring.
Okay.
And then to start off the 2000 teams, Kobe had to show them, this is the sweetest one.
Okay.
This is the sweetest one. So Kobe went back to back. And then after that one was, how my dirt tastes.
What?
Yeah. So I just got out the halfway house. See, it was a pow around that same time. So I was like in the halfway house, and then this championship ring, it says Mavs, but it's Mavs and Wizards, because this is when Brennan Haywood, Deshaun Stevenson, and Karan went to the Mavs, and they beat Braun, because Braun had a starting 5, but it was the old folks home on the bench. Yeah, that's when they had Eric Dead. All them niggas was old. Yeah, so Dallas won that one. Then Braun went back to back, and then who beat him was the beginning of Bionic Man. So the Bionic Man stopped the three-peat. So the Spurs won that one.
Okay.
And then while the Bionic Man was winning his first ones for the Spurs, which was the last Spurs one, light skin. Yep. Splash. It's water time.
What?
It's the change of the history. This is what the reason the NBA is now is because that ring. That's when Steph Curry decided he wanted to bring his ass up into the winning and shit. So he won one. And then Braun decided he was gonna destroy history by beating the 73-9 Golden State Warriors, because they were supposed to go back to back the shit they was doing. And then Braun won that one. And as we fans was laughing at the Golden State Warriors for choking the 73-9, they decided they wanted to cheat. And they went and got Kevin Durant. They went and got Kevin Durant. They got Money Sniper, and then they went back to back. And while they was going for the triple beam, Bionic Man showed the fuck up again. That was Kawhi. I don't even know why we count that one. That is not, we shouldn't count that one, because that's not even American. Like, our sport is America.
What?
And he decided he wanted to take his ass on down to Canada, give them the 2019 ring. I just thought about that. That is probably the reason COVID started, because he wanted to put a ring outside of our country walls. And then to start off the 2020, they tried to stop it. I mean, the world tried to stop it. China tried to stop this. Our government tried to stop this. Fear tried to stop it. COVID. This is the COVID ring. This is the one they called Disney. Mickey Mouse, which was the hardest one, because obviously it was the bubble. All fair playing field. No home court advantage for the Lake Show. So that means the Clippers, which is the Flippers, had the best chance of winning anything in life was that. And then they choked that the fuck off. So that was that ring. And then this is what's the name's ring? They call it the Bucks ring, but this is Foster's ring, because this is when Foster came into the play and decided that because him and Chris Paul is kind of got a little beef, so you know,
Right.
it's kind of his ring too. But that's Buck's ring. That was the merge of the deer. And then after that, I consider this Steph Curry's best ring of all, because this is the one without KD.
Oh.
This is the one that everyone said they should break Golden State up. Klay Thompson's hurt, so he ain't the same no more. And that's the ring that they won. That's that ring.
Oh.
And then the next ring would be Denver. Like I mean, you know what I mean? It's Denver. I mean, but unfortunately, they did have the MVP there, so that is Jokic time. So Jokic wins that ring for Denver, and then that leaves last year. That's the light skin Tatum and Brown.
Okay.
That's them big head ass niggas ring. And then this year, OKC Shaq's ring.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is correct, but that should be correct.
No, you got them all. You got them. You got them all.
We will know when you put the goddamn shit on it, but I mean, those is kind of pretty easy. You just think about the things that happened during that time.
That makes sense. Oh, you're real good at history, huh?
No.
No.
I don't know nothing about the 70s.
Oh,
nor
right.
do I care to learn.